Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is the time for a very unique watch. It has been the first and the best. Why? The first flagship piece released by St. Martin that made this brand recognized and almost viral in all the watch forums along the world. It has been their best-selling watch for a very long time, and there are some reasons that explain that. The first one is that it looks like a Rolex Submariner, the diver watch that almost everybody wants to own, but not everybody wants to spend that much on a single watch or can go in person to a Rolex 80 and wait for months or even years. This one in particular has enough differences to be an inspired piece instead of a direct copy. The handset, dial and bezel insert are different, and it has not crown wards. That makes it special, and it is inspired on the first Submariner release where they had no crown wards and had an oversized crown. That's why that models were called Big Crown. The bracelet is outstanding like all bracelet St. Martin is releasing from a long time ago. It has a vintage touch as well and it matches with this piece. The only problem is that this type of vintage style rivets bracelet are quite hard to size compared to the regular screw pins ones, so maybe that's one of the reasons why St. Martin is no longer selling them, at least not that much as before. Anyway, the clasp is marvelous, with polished edges, medium size my favorite, and the most comfortable and for micro adjustments. The reference of this watch is SN004G, also known as Water Ghost, and it's version 3. This piece has a perfect 38mm size and it has a thickness of 13mm. Lag to lag is 46. Solid and end links and the 20mm bracelet tapers down to 17 and the clasp is 18mm wide. One of my favorite things about this watch is the case. Look at those chamfered and high polish edges. Look at the actual real brushed case sides, lags and bracelet links. This is quality made and not like other expensive brands whose brushing is a joke. The ceramic bezel is very well done as well as you can see. It's quite sparkly. The numbers on the bezel are deep and filled with a yellow color that suits good to the overall design. Note to all micro brands and affordable watches factories. Thin numbers and or white filling look very cheap. In order to make it look good and expensive, you need to use gold or silver tone and deep numerals. Look at the difference. This watch looks great. This one not. See the difference? This St. Martin looks great as well because the numbers are deep and silver tone filled. I have been for years away of buying this watch because I thought modern features like this bezel insert does not match well with vintage style or reissue watches, but I was wrong. In this piece, you have the best of both worlds together. You know what? I found that many entry-level Swiss watches that retails for $1,000 or more have not that type of details. Make a research by yourself and you will see I am right. We cannot really appreciate this kind of watches until you place them in front of that so-called luxury watches. About the movement, you can find both Seiko NH35 and Epson YN55 movements. In this configuration, only the YN55 movement was available, but it is okay for me as the movement technical specifications are similar. The Epson YN55 movement is an unbranded Orient F6922. The Orient is using them since 2016, and it has a 40 power reserve and an accuracy of -25 to +35 seconds per day. This piece is performing now at +7 seconds each 24 hours. You can see how it sits on my 6 inches wrist. I think this is a perfect size for wrist from 5.5 to 7 inches. The lume is powerful. It is C3 green yellowish, and it's good enough if you take into account it is a vintage style watch and it is printed on the dial, not applied and file markers. Okay guys, after my review, I think I can strongly recommend you to buy this watch, but a final note about the bracelet. If you are not skilled about sizing different types of bracelets, you will probably need to take the bracelet to the watchmaker to size it for you, or just fit a different strap of bracelet. In that case, don't tell him the price you pay for the watch. He won't believe you. That happened to me with another affordable watch. To size this one, you need 2 screwdrivers and use them at the same time. One for unscrew and the other one to hold and press the opposite end. You can even ask St. Martin to send the watch with another bracelet before you buy it. Who knows? Other than that, this timepiece is a very attractive and high value for the price watch. See you next time guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Cheers!